So recently a good friend of mine recommended that I do some series on a few different topics, and I thought that that was a great idea. So the first series I want to talk about is what if you are thinking about selling your home? Step by step, what are some of the things that you can consider? So we'll do a three-part series on this topic. First and foremost, if you have an attorney that you deal with on a regular basis, always I recommend that you contact him or her. That attorney is going to probably pose some issues to you, some questions to you that you may not have considered. And if the attorney is seasoned and experienced in real estate, that attorney is going to have a good network of people that he or she can refer you to that will not take advantage of you. And it's good to have that attorney in the corner for you at all times. Now, the attorney is not only going to steer you in the right direction, but in all instances, the attorney acts like the quarterback in any given real estate transaction. The attorney is going to direct the parties, whether it's a realtor or a loan officer, as to what they should be doing and focusing on, and keeping everybody focused on the main topic or the main issue at hand, which is the sale of your house. Make sure that you check out some of the videos that I've included, the links that I've included inside the description of this video. If you're on YouTube, it's going to be below. If you're on Facebook, usually it's above. Make sure you check out those links because they're going to be shorter videos and they're going to talk about different topics related to this one. So, back to the topic at hand. Step one, what should you be initially thinking about if you're planning to sell your home? Well, first and foremost, you should be thinking about some of the expenses that are going to be netted from the sale of your home so that you know generally what the final number is going to be that you're going to receive from the sale. What are some of those expenses? Well, first and foremost, if it's the sale of your primary residence, keep in mind, folks, there is a capital gains exclusion. And it's $250,000 per individual. If you're married, it's $500,000. Well, basically what that means is you could sell the primary place where you live, sell your home in other words, and make up to $250,000 if you're an individual or $500,000 if you're a married couple without paying capital gains. Now, if the property has a rental unit or if it is a rental that you're selling or an investment property that you're selling, there's always capital gains issues you have to consider. And as I usually say to clients when they first come to me, make sure that you talk to your tax preparer, your accountant, to guesstimate where that capital gain is going to fall so that you can set that money aside and not factor it into any future purchases that you're planning to make. What other types of expenses are associated with the sale of your home? Well, you might be paying tax stamps to the state when you record a deed. Now in Massachusetts, I can tell you, for instance, the tax stamps are $4.56 per thousand on the sale price, and that's got to be paid at the time of the recording of the deed. There'll be tax adjustments. You'll be paying off your present mortgage or mortgages that you may have on your property. Those will be netted from your sales proceeds. And you'll also, if you engage a realtor, you're also going to be paying some form of a commission. So you have to net that from your sale price. So those are some of the general expenses that you have to take into consideration there. You'll also have moving expenses. Maybe you clean out your home or buy new furniture. You'll have disposal expenses and the purchase of the new furniture to consider as well. All of these things are just general expenses that you can consider in advance in trying to figure out what the net proceeds are from the sale of your home. Another topic that you need to consider in this project, we'll call it a project, where are you going? Are you planning to buy a new home? Are you planning to sell and then purchase? Are you planning to rent? Or do you have some other plans in place? Make sure that those plans are in place prior to putting the house on the market. Now, if you are planning to sell and buy, then it's always recommended that you consider putting in some form of a contingency that will protect you and make the sale of your home subject to the purchase of the new home. And if you don't want to do that type of a contingency, then you always have to make sure that you have an emergency plan in place. So, step two, where are you going? Step three would be, what are the things that you could do to your house to stage it, to make it look more appealing to a buyer? You could do painting, minor repairs to the house. You could also work on maybe the frontage of the house, meaning the landscaping, make it more inviting to folks when they come see the house. You could do things like removing furniture, putting up mirrors, making your home look more roomy. So those are some general things. I'm no expert on staging by any stretch of the imagination, but those are some general things that I've seen folks that have helped them out. Once you've taken these things into consideration as to what your steps are going to be, maybe contact your attorney again and let your attorney know that you may be able and willing to move forward with the sale of your home. At that point, the attorney might steer you to a realtor that the attorney works with and trusts to come meet with you and do a market analysis on your home, determine what the actual fair market value might be, where you should start to think about placing the property as far as sale price is concerned. And then if you're thinking about buying on the other side, if you don't have enough proceeds from the sale of your home as you estimate, then you'll start talking to maybe a loan officer that the attorney will steer you to. Once again, the attorney is going to be the key here, and the attorney is going to have the contacts that are going to help you. And then what's nice is you'll have the attorney in your corner, and if there's any questions along the way or any issues along the way, you can have the attorney consult with whatever party needs to be consulted with. So that's part one of what to do if you're planning to sell your home or thinking about selling your home. Now, once again, make sure you check out the links that are included in the description of this video. If you're watching YouTube, it will be down below. If you're watching Facebook, it will be up above. Now, if you're watching me on Facebook, make sure that you like the video. If you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. There'll be more videos coming out. There'll be part 2 coming out of this one. And if you're watching me on YouTube, some of my prior videos will appear up here. Make sure that you check those out. They'll be related to this one. Dave Ceruolo, CeruoloLaw.com.